Right, so here's a really quick guide for you guys to go ahead and get as many spooky chests as you possibly can in Roblox Grow a Garden. As you guys know, this new event is super difficult to do. It is really annoying to do. A lot of people don't even feel like doing it. But in today's video, I'm going to be making it super easy for you guys to actually complete this event every 2 or 3 hours it pops up. And all you need to do is just leave your game running and just pop in for like 10 minutes, submit all the plants, and then you can go back to doing whatever you want. You can do all of this solo or with friends if you guys want to. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop straight into this video, and yeah, here's a quick and easy guide to actually go ahead and complete this event. So it actually took me a very long time to actually go ahead and understand this event. I don't know if the requirements were all random or if there was a set pattern to them. I don't know how to get the Bloodlit mutation in 2025, bro. Like, who even knows how to get that anymore? So yeah, doing this event is a absolute freaking mess, but I've once again gone ahead and made things very easy to do. So first things first, what you need to do is head over to your garden, and I recommend just starting a new plot. Alright, so step number 1 is just go ahead and start a new plot. This is optional, obviously, but I recommend doing this just because it just makes things a whole lot easier. And once you guys have gone ahead and made a brand new plot, you want to go ahead and plant every single time of seed that is a common, rare, legendary, mythical, and divine. Actually, no, divine might not matter, but just go ahead and plant it just in case. I mean, most of you probably have these seeds already. You probably have a lot of these seeds already, because as you guys know, if you've been joining admin abusers, you've probably collected a bunch of these already, like I have right over here. So yeah, for step number 1, you just need to go ahead and plant as many seeds as you possibly can, especially these brand new Halloween plants right over here, such as the blood red mushroom, the new gold root, we have the candy cornflower here, the chicken feet, the zombie fruit, basically every single Halloween plant that we have in the game, except for the prismatic ones, and of course the great pumpkin. You want to go ahead and plant as many of them as you can. You are also going to need something like the poison apple, I believe is what it's called. So yeah, make sure you plant all of them, each and every one of them, inside of your garden, just like I have right over here. Once again, we're going to need all of them. This is just going to make your life a whole lot easier to go ahead and farm this event. By the way, I haven't really explained how this event works. So there is going to be 25 sacrifices that you have to make, and as you guys probably know already, these 25 sacrifices are just random plants. You can do this with a team of people, or you can do this solo. Honestly, it is not that difficult to do this solo, and I'd recommend you guys to do this solo just because then you'll be ready. And yeah, basically once you set everything up, it's going to be a whole lot easier to do this event. And once you guys go ahead and complete this event, you're going to get 1 severed spine and a bunch of these spooky chests. A lot of people have been saying that there was only 25,000 severed spines available. No guys, that resets every 2 hours. So every single time the Reaper comes back to the game, that is going to reset. So don't worry, you still have a chance to get the severed spine. You just got to be very quick. And once again, if you just follow this video all the way to the end, you will have no problems getting the severed spine. But of course, in today's video, we're talking about the spooky chest instead. The spooky chest is actually a 75% chance to get from the Reaper. So it's not a 100% chance. You're not going to get the spooky chest each and every time, which is kind of annoying. But the good thing is you can continuously do the Reaper over and over again. So after you complete it, you can do it again. After you complete it again, you can do it again, until of course he goes ahead and disappears. I hope I'm making sense here and I'm just yapping a whole lot, but once again, this event is kind of complicated, so I just wanted to clear everything up. But anyways, once you have planted all of your spooky plants right over here, all of your Halloween plants, and you've gone ahead and planted a bunch of common plants such as the carrot, you got your strawberries, your blueberries, all of them, just go ahead and plant each and every one of them in your garden. We're gonna go ahead and move on to step number 3, and this is probably the most difficult step of this entire video because it requires you to have a bunch of crops. A bunch of pets. Oh, and also requires you to go ahead and AFK overnight, which is kind of annoying, but again, once you do this one time and it's set up, you're not gonna have to worry about it ever again. Along with all of the crops, this event also requires you to have 4 new mutations. So each and every plant might need any one of these mutations or 2 of these mutations, whatever. The first one is going to be Bloodlit, second one is going to be Moonlit, third is going to be Vamp, and fourth is going to be Spooky. The easiest way to go ahead and get most of these mutations is going to be using a Hex Serpent. The Hex Serpent gives you guys the Bloodlit, the Moonlit, and the Vamp mutation. This thing is very good. So if you guys do have the Hex Serpent, go ahead and use it. If you guys don't know how to use this thing, you are going to need a Hex Serpent circle, so make sure you guys have that. Once again, you can get that from the marketplace right over there. It is a cosmetic item that you have to buy, place down in your garden, and the Hex Serpent is going to go ahead and eat all of the plants inside of the Hex circle, and then yeah, it's going to apply the mutation. Honestly, I don't recommend using this thing because you have to keep on planting plants inside of the Hex Serpent, inside of the Hex circle. Sorry, so confusing. But yeah, honestly, don't recommend using the Hex Serpent. It's very complicated and you can't AFK using it, so unless you want to use it, you can. It does give 3 mutations at once. once, but honestly, I'd look past it. It's not that great. Now, moving on, let's go ahead and talk about the wolf, because the wolf is still obtainable in the game. As you guys probably know, it is going to cost you guys just 80 candy corn, which is really, really good. It occasionally howls and mutates nearby plant with the Moonlit mutation. As you guys remember, we need the Moonlit mutation to actually go ahead and complete this quest. So that is why we are going to be using the wolf. Now, the only difficult part about getting the wolf is waiting for this thing to come into stock. As you guys know, this thing is barely ever in stock, so yeah, that is quite annoying. But if you guys already have the wolf, good for you. If you don't, then you're gonna have to get grinding. And if you guys don't want to grind, then I guess there's nothing much we can do, right? Just like the wolf, we also have the copper. Now, this is no longer obtainable in the game, which sucks, because you could get this from the Zen egg. The Zen egg was obtainable like years and years ago, bro. It's been ages. But as you guys can see, this guy occasionally sprays water on nearby fruits, mutating them with wet, and has a chance to convert the wet mutation into the bloodlet mutation. So first things first, you're gonna need the wet mutation on your plant that you're trying to turn into the bloodlet mutation, and then you'll be able to convert it into the bloodlet mutation. So yeah, first things first, you need the copper. Second things, you need the wet mutation, and thirdly, you need to wait for the copper to turn the wet mutation into the bloodlet mutation. This game's getting too complicated, bro. But yeah, this is the best way to get the bloodlet mutation. Alternatively, you can just AFK overnight, but that is just difficult. It's not easy to do at all, but you can do that if you want to. You could get lucky with it, but I doubt you're gonna get all of the plants required, to be honest. But anyways, that is your bloodlet mutation. And the final pet that you're gonna need is gonna be the ghost bear. This thing is gonna cost you guys about 70 candy corn, can be purchased right now in the game from the Creepy Critters shop. And as you guys can see, this guy goes ahead and gives us the spooky mutation, which once again, as you remember, we need this. And by the way, you're gonna need a lot of these ghost bears, because this spooky mutation is applied every 17 minutes by this guy. Yes, 17 minutes, meaning you're gonna get one spooky mutation every 17 minutes. At this point, bro, the devs are just trying to waste our time, bro. This is just outrageous. Honestly, I really hope they buff these, because it's so difficult to do this event right now. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't even started doing this yet. I tried doing this in the dev servers. It was so difficult. I don't know who thought this would be like a good idea. I don't know, bro. I mean, it's a good concept, don't get me wrong. It's just so difficult to do, and the rewards are honestly mediocre at best. They're not that great, so I don't know, it's kind of odd. But anyways, after you've done all of the things I've told you to do, you gotta go ahead and AFK overnight. Yes, you have to AFK all night to actually be able to obtain all of these mutations. Once again, don't have any useless plants in your garden like I do right now, like the burning bud. It's never gonna ask for the burning bud, so don't waste extra slots, because your stupid spooky bear is gonna mutate this guy instead of, you know, mutating a plant that you actually need. So never ever place down random plants whenever you're trying to do these challenges. Hope all of that makes sense. Hope all of this makes sense. This event is difficult to do. It's not impossible to do, but it is very, very difficult to do. Anyways, if you guys found this video even just remotely helpful, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.